Okay, we're back for the second leg against Barbados. We're playing at the Waterford National Stadium in Bridgetown, Barbados, and it's probably going to be another good game for us. But we got a completely rotated lineup. Lutweiler in goal, Lovitz, Henry, Straith, and Godinho back on the team after a long absence. He's probably not going to get too many more runouts, but we're a little thin at right back currently. We got T-Bert and McKay, Mark Anthony K. I guess we just gave him a new nickname. His nickname is McKay. Anyway, we got Hoylett, Osario, Jonathan David, and Hamilton. Jordan Hamilton up top. He's the guy who came in for Cavallini. So let's go to the dressing room. Boop, kick off, let's go. So not a lot of fans, as you can see in the stadium. Not sure why there wouldn't be more fans. You'd think there'd be. I mean, it is still the national team. I know they're probably not going to win, but it's at least Olympic qualifying. You'd think people would show up. I'm going to assume this is an error of programming in the game. Osario with a corner kick. Hamilton. His shot's deflected. Godinho's going to sort of leisurely take his time there. Highlight continues 3 minutes in. I guess we're going to work the ball back down the field. T-Bert playing defensive midfielder today for Mark Anthony K, so he can move forward a little bit. Either guy could play either position, honestly, but that's just how we're doing it today. David, around one man, takes a shot and scores. Maybe we didn't have to call up all the big guns to play against Barbados, but honestly, I didn't want to take any chances. Like I keep saying, we're not at the position yet where we can take games for granted as Team Canada. Got to assume every team is going to give us a game. So called up everybody we could. Everybody who's good. Everybody who would show up is here. Lovitz, who's currently playing for the USA national team in the Gold Cup, but we managed to snag him away. Lovitz tries to center one. Nope. Mark Anthony K is going to get a shot. It's deflected. Barbados again with, 10 men in the box playing defense. David's going to take another shot. He's going to score again from that right wing. The more he plays out there at right wing, the more I kind of like him out there. We do have some pretty decent natural strikers, guys who that's all they can do is play striker. So if we can get them on the field with David, he can give us a little extra offensive punch out there on the wing. So I kind of like that. It sort of eats up time for Baloo and Hoylett. Because, we're going to have Davies on the left wing. But you know what? We got to get our best players on the field. Header wide there by Hamilton. 16 minutes in, 2-0. It's pretty good. Decent number of shots, most of them coming from long range. We'll try working the ball in the box. I mean, we can probably start this early and, time waste and take ourselves off of attack. That's fine. I clicked on a billboard. That's what I did. Don't do that. I got to turn that off. There's like a Hoylett with a header. Goes in. Good goal. There's an option in the FM menu where you can turn off the links on the billboards because stuff like that happens. Godinho gets his first assist in a while to Hoylett. His first goal in a while. Both of those guys are kind of in and out of the team. It's always good to see them. Lovitz sending one in to Hamilton. Can't win it, but Mark Anthony K is there. Back to Godinho. Back out wide. So one thing that Godinho gives us is he gives us a little bit more of an offensive presence. Mark Anthony K with the goal. He gives us a little bit more of an offensive presence at right back. So I kind of like alternating him in the lineup. We don't need to see that again. So if we alternate him in the lineup with Cabra, so we put Cabra on the left-hand side during one lineup with, you know, Nana or whoever else on the right. You got one offensive fullback, one defensive fullback. And then we can do the same thing with Godinho. When he's in there on the right, we can put a defensive fullback in on the left and keep at least 3 defenders back. Even though Lovitz is halfway decent getting forward, and he is getting forward, you know, pretty significantly. There's another just sort of useless ball forward. Henry bombs it back. David with the header. Hamilton, chests it down. He's going to wind up and score. You know, we'll call off the dogs. Stop counter-pressing and everything. Because there's really no need to beat him this bad. 9-0, it's too much. It's too much. We can just hang on to the ball, hang out, drop back. It's fine. They do have 53% of the possession somehow. That's pretty amazing. 2 shots. So they've already got more shots than they had last game. Here's Hoylett with a free kick. Just wide. The biggest problem is that I'm kind of all out of things to talk about. We sort of talked about everything I could possibly think of in the first game, so I don't really know how this is going to go. We might just have to sort of do some editing magic and edit this second game down a little more. It's just about halftime, though, so maybe we'll just edit the second half to something reasonable. Okay, there is halftime. 5-0, dressing room, pep talk. Very pleased, and pep talk, second half. Let's go. All right, start of the second half. We're just going to try to get this over with as quickly as possible. 22 shots in the first half is pretty good. 22-2. I'd say that's pretty good ratio. Hoylett with the corner, sends one in. Henry over the goalkeeper, nods it in. You know, if I hadn't been so paranoid, I probably would have left more of my players off the team. More of my Vancouver players off the team. You know, there's not many of them. There's T-Bert, there's Henry, there's Hamilton. You know, and then, of course, Hundle on the first team. I think that's it. That's not too bad. You know, but we're missing a lot of guys. You saw we're missing 3 guys for the under-20s team as well. And then we got some injuries and stuff. There's Hoylett, second goal. He could have been offside. Nope. Flagman keeps his flag down. So, yeah. We are 7-0. Somehow we're beating them worse. Probably because we're just holding on to the ball more. There's a tackle to David, Mark Anthony K to Hoylett. Out wide if they want the fullback. Mark Anthony K is looking. There's Godinho. Godinho's got a yellow card. We might take him out. Sario. Messing around with it. Godinho gets forward, but I think he's offside at the moment. This is a long highlight for us to be doing a whole lot of nothing here. There's a Sario. Forward. Hoylett. Can't curve it in there, but he took a shot. Good man. Good man. I mean, he's playing well, but he does have that yellow card, so we might as well take him out. Bring Nana back in. you know, we could put our fullbacks on defend. Keep them out of the attack. There we go. Now the clock's rolling. That's what we want to see. Here we go. Barbados with a throw in. Hoylett heads one into the middle. He probably shouldn't have done that. Dixon with a one-timer. Goes over the goal. That counts as a shot, correct? Yeah, they got 3. Kind of reminds me of watching Thailand in the Women's World Cup. They got that 1 goal. If they were down like 6-0, they got a goal against, who was it, Denmark? Or was it France? I don't know. They got it against a pretty decent team. Here's Hoylett taking it down the field. Hoylett takes a shot. Ooh, looking for that hat trick. But yeah, that was a big celebration. I wonder if Barbados would celebrate the same way. I mean, they don't have any fans to celebrate with, but I think their team would celebrate pretty well. Henry with another header. Beyonce on the back line. No, it's probably not Beyonce. I'm going to assume it's not Beyonce. I think it said Boyce. Yeah, Boyce. Sean Boyce. Good for you. Lutweiler. 77 minutes. Come on, boys. You're wasting everybody's time here. Mark Anthony K. Sort of dribbling through the midfield hesitantly. Hoylett is not going to be hesitant. Osorio with a shot, and he scores. Again, not the greatest goalkeeping you've ever seen, but, you know, we're padding our stats. Everybody's padding their stats. We don't need to see that again. 8-0. 79 minutes. We got another highlight. David. Getting forward. Hey, Hart makes a stop. Good on you. Let's make a sub here. Let's bring in Baloo for David. Let's bring in Romeo for Henry. Just gonna try to get like our veterans, our important players out of there. Is there anybody else on the bench who's less important than the guys on the field? Yeah, there is one. There is Chapman in for Osorio. We cannot make any more substitutions. Okay. It just felt like a friendly. It's not a friendly. It is an actual game that we actually have on our actual schedule. We're actually winning at 8-0. Pretty good. Pretty good. So this is the part that hopefully gets edited out, where we just have long moments of silence. Okay, here we go. Final highlight, if you can call it a highlight. 30 seconds to go. 8-0. Canada over Barbados. Nice brick wall in the background there. Here we go. First serious attack. Chandler rushing forward. Gets it to Brown. Brown out wide to Chase. What a stop from Lutweiler. He's like, nah, I'm keeping my shutout. No mercy for Barbados. I'm sorry. Look at that, though. 8 shots, 4 on target. Much better showing, sort of. Offensively, better showing than the first time. Defensively, not so much. But yeah, 32 shots, 14 on target. 2 yellow cards. Only 45% possession. I don't know what's wrong with our possession, but it is terrible. If we can't, you know, I don't know. This is not a possession team, unfortunately. Pep talk, good win. Well done. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need much of a... I should have just handed that over to the assistant. Didn't really need to say much about that. But there we go. We move on to the second round. Second leg. Triumph. Send the assistant to the press conference. Hoylett 2 goals and an assist, 9.5 rating. Couldn't get that hat trick, was pretty good. Yep, so squad reacted well to the victory, as well they should. Had some friendlies canceled because we were moving on to the next round. Attached confirmation of World Cup qualifying selection, 3rd round Group B draw. Canada have been drawn in the 3rd round of North American World Cup qualification, along with Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Mexico. That is group of death sort of situation. Oh, wow. That's awful. I can't think of it worse. Look at those other groups, man. Group A or C, I would absolutely take either of those groups. Even if we replaced the worst team in either of those groups, I'd take that. But now we got to try to get through Costa Rica and Mexico. Costa Rica, our biggest rival, and then Mexico, our biggest hurdle. So we got some stuff to figure out. This is going to be, I think, our first game versus Costa Rica since taking over the club. Don't know much about them, but we're going to have to figure it out. We know Matarrita playing in New York City. They got a guy, I mean, look at, they got an $80 million dude and goalkeeper Navas playing for PSG. So they got, some massive talent in Costa Rica. Not happy. Not happy about this group draw at all. So we're going to end it there. Come back for whatever happens next. Take a look at the schedule maybe. So Group B is just in a few days, right? Am I right about that? No, it's at the end of the month. Today is the 8th of September. So we're playing in a month. Okay. So we got some time to figure out some stuff. But, man, that's a tough draw. All right. So we'll come back for that. And so until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.